Welcome back, everybody, once again to another wine time. Here we are on a Friday evening, spending it with y'all. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with us. And what is your name?
My name is Sherri. I'm Sherri.
I'm Joseph. And what are we doing tonight?
Tonight is another one of our Friday night wine times.
All right,
so this has basically become our date night. So this is what we do to kind of unwind, have a glass of whatever, get your sip on. Mm-hmm. He got some red drink. I'm sipping on some V8.
Yeah, this is still some of that $3 Foxbrook Sweet Red.
Sweet cheap, yes.
Sweet cheap. I like that. I like that.
If you are new to the channel, we have 3 questions that we ask. We get his perspective, I give my perspective, and if you want to leave your perspective as well, go ahead and drop that in the comments below. Mm-hmm. So we answer 3 questions. We give ourselves about 3 minutes each.
Yeah.
Not each, excuse me. Total.
In total.
Yeah, it's trying to get through it. And we've been doing pretty good on 3 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Last episode, we were ahead of
schedule on all the questions. But, once in a while you get that question where you just have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And sometimes your point come across just like that.
Yeah.
So first question for Joseph to answer. Being with someone who never says I love you, is that a deal breaker?
Oh, a deal breaker. Dang.
And go.
That's close to a deal breaker for me. Yeah, for me in my love language, I want to hear it. Yeah. And I want to hear the words of praise. I want to hear the confirmation. I want to hear that you love me. But I will also say this. If you never say I love you, and you also don't show it, and you don't indicate it through other means, other love languages, right? Yeah. Like for me, touch, and or even just being courteous and being welcoming, and even the fact that if you don't even show the person that you like them, like you don't want to, like you come in the house and you're like walking right past them.
Yeah.
You don't even acknowledge them when you walk in, whether you had a bad day at work or a good day at work. You don't say good morning to them. You don't say good night. Like all these other things.
Yeah.
That's even worse. And I think they accumulate, they compound.
True.
On top of the never saying I love you. But so for me, all of that would be a deal breaker, but not saying I love you ever, pretty damn close.
Yeah, I think it would be a deal breaker. That's something that if the person is not willing to at least find out why they're not comfortable saying that word or expressing themselves to you, because there are a lot of people who, one, have never been told they have been loved from a parent or someone who raised them, and for them maybe they're just like, well, I never heard it, so I'm not used to saying it, or I'm not comfortable saying it. But if they're also not, like you said, showing you, like, so if they're not affectionate or doing things they know that you're going to like and enjoy, or like you said, based on your 5 love languages, if they're not, I guess, loving you according to how you receive love, then there may be a bigger issue. Because some people are like, well, I don't care if he doesn't say I love you as long as he shows me or she shows me that they love me. Because sometimes people can say I love you all day coming from their mouth, and their actions speak a different language.
True.
But there's other people who show you all day that they love you, do things for you, buy you flowers, just try to do sweet and sincere things for you, but they just don't say those words.
Yeah. So,
I mean, maybe if the person is, you might have to find out like why they're not comfortable or willing to say it. It might be something deeper than you thought, and if you're willing to work on it and they're able to show you in other ways, maybe it is not necessarily a deal breaker, but it's something you definitely are going to have to address before your relationship blows up.
Yeah. And, if I could just add one more thing to that, I think there are times where, like, certain moments, where you're like, that would have been the moment, or in a moment of intimacy or in a moment of solitude where it's just the two of you, or maybe perhaps after a tragic moment, right? Yeah. There's just certain moments throughout your day that you have that opportunity, and to just not to neglect it. That'd be tough, man.
Yeah. So see, y'all, we don't went over the timer.
Question number 2. If you were to open a business, what would it be? Ooh, this is an interesting one. And go.
I've often thought about that, and I've even said like, or thought in my head like potentially opening a gym. Like I know there's so many gyms out there, and things are just like so overly saturated in that market. But you know, I think that would be it. I'm into working out. I mean, kind of fell off a little bit, but you know, I like learning new workouts and trying new things and trying to be active and staying active, and
making it a
that
point.
has been, you know, a part of our lives for a while.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, the meal prepping, they're trying to eat right and stay healthy and staying on top of the supplements and stuff like that, you know. So I think, yeah, it'd probably be, you know, a gym offering personal training and stuff like that. Yeah, I think we've even talked about it before in regards to like if we won the lotto or something, like what's something we would do to kind of spend our time. And I even think at that point I said like, oh, probably open a gym.
Yeah. For me,
you already done opened a business though, so like.
Yeah, but you know what though? You can own more than one business. You know what I mean? So I remember when I was young, I always wanted to open up a nightclub. When like way back in the day, like when I was like a teenager and preteen. Yeah. And as I got older into my college years, I thought the same thing. I wanna own a nightclub. I wanna own I wanna own an establishment. And over time, that left. Right? I haven't thought of a business in a brick and mortar type of situation, like a physical location, in many years. However, I would say this. Even with everything that has happened with 2020 and the business structure, the physical business structure, the brick and mortar business structure, I would still really love to one day open some sort of a social gathering establishment. I haven't thought about it in years, to be honest, but given an opportunity, would I want to? Absolutely. Whether it's a lounge, whether it's a club, whether it's I don't know, just some sort of a social gathering location, right? And then to still open other businesses that are not brick and mortar physical locations, I would totally be up to it. I've learned a lot about entrepreneurship, and I don't necessarily feel like I've been successful yet. I feel like we are still building
growing
towards something else too. Like I think we have talked about how cool it would be to own a business doing some other things within the next 10 to 15 years. You know, so I'm actually really thinking about that too. Yeah. So, you know, yeah. Entrepreneurship.
What would your business be?
Tell us your business.
Tell us your business.
We want to know your business.
All right. Question 3. What has been the best period of your life so far? Your 20s, your 30s, or your 40s? And so I'm just opening it up to us. I mean, I guess you could go back to teenage years if you want to. We're not going to go past 40s because he's, you know, going on 42. So we're not really... I ain't there yet, so I can't answer that.
See, this is a hard question. It's hard. I'm going to be real with you. It's a hard question because my 20s were fun. It was an amazing...
What's so funny?
I just feel like you know. I just feel like you know. I don't know. I just feel like...
I don't know nothing. It's in your 20s, 30s, and 40s.
So my 20s were fun, right?
So were mine.
Yes, I know. My 20s were fun. The college years, the go out and stay out till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, come home, sleep in all day. Yeah, man, there was just so much that went on in the 20s. Traveling, doing shows, making music, performing, like social life to the max, right? But then my 30s were dope. My 30s were dope because that was the decade in which we have been married the longest. So our marriage has been super dope. Our marriage has been amazing. Bought a house in my by the time we bought a house, I was in my late 20s, turning 30. Been a homeowner throughout my 30s. We started a family. We had kids when I was in my 30s, right? So my 20s were super fun for different reasons than my 30s. So I would say equally yet different. What about you?
For me, I mean, yeah, my 20s were, I really enjoyed my 20s. That was when I really got into working out. That was when we bought our first house. That was when we got married. That was when I had 2 of my 3 children. Because I said I wanted to have one at 27, 29, 31. That was how it happened. You know, so it's, but like the 30s, you know, I feel like I'm kind of coming into myself, and, you know, the kids are getting older, and we're, you know, growing as a couple. And so, yeah, that's really hard. Like, you know, maybe once I hit my 40s, we'll see. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's hard. I would say 20s, you know, for different reasons, and 30s, you know.
Just wild and free. You were wild and free.
Well, I was with you all of my 20s, so.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but
that is true.
We did a lot and enjoyed a lot. So.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I don't know. I would say 20 so far. I'm not done with my 30s yet, so I can't really say all of my 30s. So, yeah, 20s.
I can buy that. You still have a few years left.
Yep. Well, let us know.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite? 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever age you are, you know. If you're still in your teens.
What is your decade of decadence?
Okay, now.
Yeah. You know.
Drop a comment down below. Let us know what your perspectives are on any of the questions that we answered. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself and had a good time with us on our Friday night wine time.
Bye.
And make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Ring that notification bell.
And enjoy your weekend. Cheers to you. Cheers to y'all. Thank you for being with us. We'll check you out next time.